My fault.
Of
course, if it's a gesture, I won't hear those turned off.
it's a gesture. Sorry.
Yes.
There it goes.
Yay! The Catboy News. Good evening. Welcome to the news. I am Catboy Kunhua, and this is the news.
You're Catboy Kunhua.
Fox News has accused Hillary Clinton of creating the whole Russia collusion controversy. They say it was all part of her master plan to lose the election. Yes. The gentleman behind me, Paul Manafort, was indicted yesterday and charged on 12 counts, including conspiracy to launder money, tax fraud, and conspiracy against the United States, and spending almost $1 million on a wardrobe that never seems to fit him properly. According to the indictment, Manafort worked as an unregistered agent for the government of Ukraine and took in tens of millions of dollars, which he spent on luxury items such as 3 Range Rovers, $849,215 at a men's clothing store. Apparently, it's amazingly expensive to look like a nerd in a rented tux in a high school prom. Manafort also spent $934,350 at an antique rug store. This would explain that he spent his one phone call on 1-800-588-2300 Empire. And despite the fact that he spent almost $1 million, it is estimated to only be half of what Donald Trump spends on his own rugs. Trump apparently goes for volume, not quality. Prosecutors think that Manafort poses an extreme flight risk and set his bail at $10 million on the grounds that if he spent $1 million on rugs, they're suspicious that one of those rugs could have belonged to Aladdin. Moving on to other local news. Second Life seminar on how to avoid fraud has been canceled. Unfortunately, tickets are non-refundable. In Las Vegas, Charlie Sheen was recently called 911 to say 2 girls were fighting over him. When he was asked why he was the one who called 911, he said the ugly one was winning. Recently, Kevin Spacey was in Las Vegas and he won $27,000 playing the blackjack tables. When he was asked, how was he so good at blackjack, he replied, I always hit on everything under 17.
Shit.
In a surprising poll taken of millennials, millennials were asked where they see themselves in 3 years. 80% of them said they had no idea because they did not have 2020 vision. This week, 65-year-old controversial producer Harvey Weinstein got engaged to a 25-year-old aspiring actress and super hot cover model for Maxim magazine. When Weinstein was asked how did somebody with his reputation land such a young, hot fiancée, he said he simply lied about his age. He said, I told her I wasn't 65, I'm actually 85 years old. And in final news, recently a child psychologist performed a test on twin boys. Of the twin boys, one was an optimist and the other was a pessimist, just to see what would happen. On their birthday, the psychologist loaded the pessimist room with toys and games, and in the optimist room, they dumped a pile of horse droppings. On the day of their birthday, the psychologist found the pessimist surrounded by toys and was crying. When asked what was wrong, he said, I have a ton of game manuals to read. I need batteries, and eventually all these toys are going to be broken. When I went to the optimist room, the psychologist found the boy jumping and dancing for joy all over the horse droppings. When he asked why, the kid said, there's a pony around here somewhere, and it's mine. And finally, in Fort Lauderdale, a thief was caught stealing $88,000 worth of kitchen utensils from a restaurant supply distributor. The thief confessed that he knew what he was doing was illegal, but he was a whisk taker.
It was Elma Fudd.
It's whisk taker. And that's the way you wish it wasn't. I'm Catboy Kunhua.
Yay! Yay!